Hello everybody! Alright mofos, yesterday you met the Men of the Sovereigns tournament from my upcoming novel The Savior's Champion, and today you're meeting everyone else. Some of these characters are important, some only show up for a chapter or two. The point is, if they're in this book, you're gonna meet them. Just like with yesterday's video, I will not be mentioning any major spoilers outside of the first 3 chapters. However, if you don't want to know anything about the characters, you can skip ahead to this time in the video where I will be announcing today's winners of my TSE pre-sale giveaway. You've been forewarned. Now on to the characters. First up is Tobias' family, starting with his mother, Yukana Kaya. Yukana used to live a simple life. She was a baker, she was married to a rugged metalsmith, popped out a few kids, life was good. Then her husband died and her daughter was paralyzed. Lovely. She left her job to be her daughter's caregiver while Tobias took on the role as the family breadwinner. And while this was the most obvious solution, it breaks her heart. She basically feels like she failed her children even though she's doing everything she can to take care of them. Next up is Naomi Kaya, Tobias' twin sister. Naomi is the opposite of Tobias. He's an introvert, she's an extrovert, he's creative, she's sporty. But then the accident happened, and I don't think people realize just how much you can lose when you lose the ability to walk. It's not just the loss of her legs, it's the loss of the things she loves and the things she loves to do. It's the loss of her friends, her job. So not only is Naomi paralyzed and suffering, but she's lonely, she's bored, and she's realistically depressed. Now we're switching gears to the palace, starting with Wimbledon, senator and master of ceremonies. Wimbledon commentates during the tournament events. It's his job to stir the crowd and dazzle them with wild arm gestures and embellished descriptions. He's not a particularly well-liked guy among the cast of TSC, mostly because he's a piece of shit. He doesn't see the competitors as people. He sees them as objects for consumption and entertainment. Tobias picks up on this right away, and he is not a fan. Next up is Vrondis, Sovereign of Thesson. I know it's spelled Brontes, but that's not how you say it, because names are a bitch and life isn't fair. Vrondis is the current Sovereign of Thesson and father of the reigning savior. This means he was the champion of the last Sovereigns tournament and married the previous savior. Now his daughter has come of age and the tournament is here, so Vrondis gets to oversee the whole thing. You think he'd be empathetic to the men since he himself has braved the tournament? But no, not so much. Vrondis suffers no fools. He has a very specific criteria that he's looking for, and anyone who doesn't fit it can die a horrible fiery death as far as he's concerned. Moving on, we have Romulus, more commonly known as the tournament proctor. Romulus is a miserable asshole. It's his job to instruct and guide the competitors during the tournament, and he fucking hates it. Proctoring the Sovereigns tournament is like the Thessian equivalent of working at the DMV. He's just waiting for God to strike him down and end his suffering because the job is that awful. My critique partner nicknamed him the Grim Reaper because clearly he's a ray of sunshine. Moving into the Savior's Court, we'll start with Pippa, an actual ray of sunshine. Pippa is the first member of the palace staff Tobias meets that isn't a complete garbage human. She's probably the only character that hasn't been tainted by something terrible, and it's not because ugly shit hasn't happened around her, it's just because her sisters have been working so hard to shield her from it all. Pippa has a developmental disability, so her mindset isn't indicative of the average 20-year-old woman, and a lot of people who love her are really protective of her. Next up is Layla the healer. Tobias meets Layla on the first day of the tournament, and they don't exactly get off on the right foot. She's opinionated, she speaks her mind, she holds her ground, and she's judgmental as fuck. But you can't really blame her. On the outside, it's really easy to assume that Layla's had a chill life. She lives among royalty. She's surrounded in luxury. But anyone who's grown up among powerful people knows that shit gets slippery real quick. This is a woman who casually states that she has no family, a woman who literally carries a weapon on her at all times. But she smells nice and wears pretty dresses, so clearly everything's fine. Up next, we have Delphi, the palace meddler. Delphi is a favorite character among readers, probably because she's fucking awesome. Delphi is smart, confident, sexy, and really manipulative. I promise the last bit isn't as bad as it sounds. She's someone you want to know, not only because she's the best, but because she's a valuable asset. She knows everything about everyone, and she's not afraid to use that information to her benefit or to the benefit of people she's aligned with. Finally, we've got Cosima, the palace gem, the unspeakable beauty, the royal redhead. Cosima's introduction is is a big one. After all, the men are literally dying for it. And she doesn't disappoint. She's poised and graceful and has really big boobs. The thing is, sometimes people can be a little too poised, you know? These men are dying in front of you, and you're just gonna sit there and smile? Okay then. The last characters I want to talk about don't get a ton of page time, but they're still awesome. Let's get things going with the servants, starting with twin sisters Neeks and Emira. These sisters are very different. You could say that they're night and day. Get it? Mythology nerds know what I'm talking about. Neeks is a grouchy bitch. It's hard to get a positive comment out of her. On the flip side, Emira is bubbly and excitable, so much so that she struggles with personal boundaries. You know that person who's constantly touching you and seems to have no idea that they're making you wildly uncomfortable? That's Emira, except she might be touching your penis. To be fair, her job is to clean naked people, so touching genitalia is a daily activity for her. She's just here to make your private sparkle. Next is Damaris, the servant with the angel's touch. Damaris is the shyest of the servants featured in TSC. She's reserved and modest and kinda giggly, but she's also really smart and honestly probably doesn't give herself enough credit. And my personal favorite servant is Fawn. She's the cool friend every rebellious college chick wishes they had, the friend who supplies the fake IDs, who holds your hair back when you're puking, who teaches you about birth control. Plus, she's got a bunch of really pretty tattoos. I'm a fan. The final characters worth noting are the visiting royals, starting with the King of Trigolia. Trigolia is a realm known for being corrupt and debauched, and their king is no exception. He's a dirty old man who rules a dirty old realm, and he should probably be in prison. Which brings us to the Queen of Trigolia, also known as Rosebud. Rosebud is not her real name, it's just the pet name her disgusting husband has given to her. She's 15 years old, and her husband is an elderly man. The whole thing is deplorable. Next is the Monarch of Ethua. He's this really smooth, refined guy, and he doesn't give a single shit about anyone beneath him. I think what I enjoy most about the Monarch is that he has this air of sophistication that the other royals lack, but he's still a complete jackass. Last, but certainly not least, is the Queen of Kovar. Kovar is the northernmost ally realm. It is the realm of warriors, so this woman is an actual warrior queen. She's badass. She is curt and to the point. She does not fuck around, and I love her. I basically want to be her when I grow up. So there you have it. We have officially covered the full cast of TSC, and oh, what fun it was. If you haven't pre-ordered the Savior's Champion yet, it comes out on Tuesday, so you still have time. Pre-order now and enter my pre-sale giveaway. You will for sure be walking away with an awesome book, but you might win a prize in the process. Speaking of, 2 people who have entered my pre-sale giveaway will be walking away with a prize today. Alethea is the debut new adult dystopian novel by author and YouTuber Megan Tennant. I've got 2 paperbacks to dish out. They're basically the prettiest books ever. And the winners are these people. Thank you so much for pre-ordering TSC. I'm sure you're gonna love it along with Alethea. And a huge thank you to Megan for supporting TSC. You guys are awesome. With that said, definitely stop by tomorrow. I've got even more goodies lined up for you. It's gonna be awesome. And you gotta tune into my live stream on Tuesday. It's gonna be amazing. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every day this week. And if you wanna be alerted as soon as I upload, the bell's right there. Just ring it. Do yourself a favor. The Savior's Champion comes out on Tuesday the 24th. Pre-order now so you can enter my pre-sale giveaway. You could be walking away with some awesome prizes. And be sure to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, and of course you can tweet me at Jenna Moreci. Bye!